Whatever you can do, or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. One ought, every day at least, to hear a little song, read a good poem, see a fine picture, and, if it were possible, to speak a few reasonable words. Talent develops in quiet places, character in the full current of human life. Man is not born to solve the problem of the universe, but to find out what he has to do, and to restrain himself within the limits of his comprehension. In the realm of ideas, everything depends on enthusiasm. In the real world, all rests on perseverance. Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. To think is easy, to act is hard. But the hardest thing in the world is to act in accordance with your thinking. He who does not think much of himself is much more esteemed than he imagines. To witness to lovers is a spectacle for the gods. You can easily judge the character of a man by how he treats those who can do nothing for him. By seeking and blundering, we learn. The greatest thing in this world is not so much where we stand as in what direction we are moving. Divide and rule, a sound motto. Unite and lead, a better one. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. Daring ideas are like chessmen moved forward. They may be beaten, but they may start a winning game. Character is formed in the stormy billows of the world. A person hears only what they understand. Nothing is worth more than this day. Behavior is a mirror in which everyone displays his own image. Every day we should hear at least one little song, read one good poem, see one exquisite picture, and, if possible, speak a few sensible words. A clever man commits no minor blunders. To create something, you must be something. The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone. Correction does much, but encouragement does more. The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone. The person born with a talent they are meant to use will find their greatest happiness in using it. To be loved for what one is the greatest exception. The great majority love in others only what they lend him, their own selves, their version of him. You are what you are by what you believe. A man's manners are a mirror in which he shows his portrait. In art, the best is good enough. Man is so constituted that he cannot live without some faith in something. Nothing is more terrible than ignorance in action. Dream no small dreams, for they have no power to move the hearts of men. The first and last thing required of genius is the love of truth. A useless life is an early death. There is no worse lie than a truth misunderstood by those who hear it. You can't hold a man down without staying down with him. Kindness is the golden chain by which society is bound together. What is uttered from the heart alone will win the hearts of others to your own. To live is to think. All theory, dear friend, is grey, but the golden tree of life springs evergreen. He only earns his freedom and his life who takes them every day by storm. The world is so empty if one thinks only of mountains, rivers and cities, but to know someone who thinks and feels with us, and who, though distant, is close to us in spirit, this makes the earth for us an inhabited garden. People with great gifts are easy to find, but symmetrical. Unbalanced ones never. In nature, we never see anything isolated, but everything in connection with something else which is before it, beside it, under it, and over it. What is not started today is never finished tomorrow. A correct answer is like an affectionate kiss. All the knowledge I possess everyone else can acquire, but my heart is all my own. In the realm of ideas, everything depends on enthusiasm. In the real world, all rests on perseverance. To think is easy, to act is hard. But the hardest thing in the world is to act in accordance with your thinking. I hope you find these quotes by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, inspiring and thought-provoking.